Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an underwater tunnel. In Mini City, I have recently encountered this little thing called the ocean. My problem is that I want cars to go over the ocean, but I thought that was a little bit boring, so instead, I have been doing a different kind of boring, and I have designed an underwater tunnel. I think it should go without saying that to make this build you will probably need some form of body of water. You don't need the ocean like this, but I would suggest a decent span of water to build this tunnel, however. Otherwise, I would probably just build a bridge. Like this one. Here are all of the materials that we will need to make our tunnel. Hi, me from the future here. It would also be incredibly handy to have sponge. Once you have found an adequate place to start building your tunnel, the first thing that we actually have to make is the road leading down to it. This is rather easy. We begin by placing a row of 5 grey concrete extending from where the edge of the land is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We now want to extend down and forwards by another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually have to repeat this 7 times in total. We've already done it twice, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 7 times. So this is what we should be looking at right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Along the inside of each one of these rows of 5, we want to place this sequence of blocks. 1 grey concrete, 3 white concrete, 1, 2, 3, and then a grey. So grey, 3 white, grey. We then want to add another layer of grey concrete along the outside of this. So as you can see, we have now formed our road. On the outside of our road, we are going to add 2 layers of smooth stone. And then a layer of regular stone. And then 2 layers of grass. Then we are going to add a layer of terracotta on the side of the grass. And of course, now that we have done that to one side, we will do the exact same thing to the opposite side. So 2 layers of smooth stone, and then a layer of regular stone, followed by 2 layers of grass block, and then a layer of terracotta. So the terracotta is kind of interesting. We want to extend all of our terracotta upwards so that it is extended out of the water by 1 row. I feel as though that I just did that side in the most awkward way possible. I think that it's probably easier to do it kind of like horizontally like this rather than vertically. We also want to wrap our terracotta around the front of our road and extend it all the way up to equal the height of all of the other terracotta. At this point in time, we are going to want to use an absorbent amount of sponge to remove all of the water inside of the build. We then have to remove all of the sponge. So now that we have dewatered our build, we are going to build the actual shape of the tunnel. So to do this, we are going to come over to where our stone connects to our terracotta and place a row of 4 light grey concrete extending up from the ground. We then extend to the right one, up one, and then right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, right, and then all the way down. Just like this. Before we start working on the actual tunnel itself and unleashing the entire ocean back into our build, we are going to decorate the actual road itself. To do this, we will place a polished black stone wall either side of the tunnel on top of our stone blocks. We then want to place a series of stone brick wall extending up on top of our stone. I'm then going to place some flowers on the side of the road. I would actually prefer this dirt to be grass. We can always sort that out later, however. And then at the side of the poppies, the flowers, we are going to add leaves. I think it would be nicer if the leaves connected together, although this is a bit more of a personal choice. How did we forget the flowers on this side? As this is a single road tunnel, we are going to add some traffic lights. So throw down loom, open it up. In there, place a yellow banner with some red dye and apply the chief pattern. Put lime dye in there and apply the base pattern. Black dye in there and apply the bourgeois indented pattern. On top of our black stone walls, we will place 2 black concrete with yellow banners hanging off them. And there we go. With our road complete, we can't put it off any longer. It's now time for us to make our tunnel. So step 1, we are simply just going to remove all of this terracotta inside of our semicircle shape. We now want to come inside of the water area and we are going to remove all of the terracotta behind the tunnel entrance and add another layer of light grey concrete to it, just like this. So we already have a bit of a decision to make. How long do we want our tunnel to be? Well, this is dictated by how long we make the road. The road is really easy to make. It follows a very simple principle. From the middle, we want to have 3 rows of grey concrete, so 1, 2, 3, followed by 3 rows of white concrete, 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of grey, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of white, 1, 2, 3. And we just keep repeating this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, as many times as you like. So for myself, I have made it so that we have 7 white lines in the middle of our road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that coincides with the 7 bits of road that we extended down into the ocean. However, I think it goes without saying that if you are trying to connect to something, then you are going to want to extend your road until it is the sufficient length. It just so happens that I don't really mind where my road connects as I haven't got anything to quite connect it to yet. Well, once you've determined the length, we are going to place a layer of grey concrete either side of the road, followed by 2 rows of smooth stone. I don't know why I built it. Let's do the other side. We then want to add a layer of black concrete along the side of the smooth stone. So on top of our black concrete, we want to place rows of 5 glass pane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a light grey concrete. I want you to notice that the light grey concretes should be in the middle of the white concrete road markings. So 5 glass, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a light grey concrete. And once again, they should position themselves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to add 2 additional rows of both glass pane and light grey concrete on top of our row. We then want to place a layer of glass block and light grey concrete on top of what we've just made. So it's essentially the exact same thing, just swapping out the glass pane for glass block. We then want to extend our glass block and light grey concrete inwards and upwards to fit the shape of the tunnel, so it'll look a little something like this. So this is effectively one entire side done. We now have to repeat this onto the opposite side. We are doing literally the exact same thing. So now all we have to do is seal up the top of our tunnel. To do this, there's some real horrifying ocean noises in Minecraft. So to seal up the top of the tunnel, all we are going to do is connect the glass to the glass and the light grey concrete to the light grey concrete. Does anybody else get freaked out by the ocean sounds in Minecraft? So this is pretty much the entire structure of the inside of the tunnel made. Just for tutorial purposes, I'm going to seal up the end of the tunnel with terracotta here, and I'm going to drain the tunnel. Hopefully, this time using the appropriate amount of sponge. That's a lot of sponge. I'll give you 2 different options for lighting. Number 1, you can place sea lanterns in the middle of the road, lining up with the light grey concrete rows. That is one option. And then we would simply just add stone brick wall directly to the sides of the road. So not only is this kind of like a walking tunnel, but it is also a driving tunnel as well. There would have to be some sort of barrier in between the 2 sets of people using the tunnel. I actually think it looked better without the wall, so do feel free to change it as you see fit. Another option is, if you do keep the wall, to place beacons coinciding with where the light grey concrete is. So building them into the stone brick wall, either side of the road. and I would personally add a black carpet to the top of them. So do feel free to use one or both of these ideas, and do remove the wall if you don't like it. I am personally going to go with the beacon option just because it's a little bit more visually interesting. I actually don't know if I like them placed like right at the beginning of the tunnel or not. Or maybe if we do have this, then we can remove the wall in front of them. Maybe this looks a little bit better. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, you have now learned absolutely everything you need to know about underwater tunnels and the roads that connect to them. The next part of this tutorial would include removing the terracotta wall that we placed on the opposite end of our tunnel. We would then, first of all, extend our light grey concrete around the tunnel, one row outwards. And then we have to begin work on our road again. So from the middle of the road, we will place 3 white concretes, followed by a grey concrete. And then from here, we start extending our road upwards again. So we place a grey concrete, extend it up, and then we place 3 white concrete, 1, 2, 3, followed by a grey concrete. We then extend back and up, 3 white concrete, 1, 2, 3, grey concrete, back up, 3 white, 1, 2, 3, grey concrete, back up, so on and so forth. Until we eventually hit dry land, like this. And then from here, we just do the exact same thing that we did on the opposite side of our tunnel. We follow all of the exact same principles to make our road and surrounding road, including extending our road outwards on both sides using grey concrete. We then add 2 layers of smooth stone to the side of our road, followed by a layer of regular stone, then 2 layers of grass block, and then a layer of terracotta. And once we've done that on one side, we of course do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Next, we extend all of our terracotta upwards so that it is one row out of the water. We are then able to drain all of the water from inside of our road. With the entire area drained, we can of course add all of the wall, flowers, leaves and traffic lights to our road to make it nice. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that is the build 100% fully completed. At this point in time, we would typically add it into the city. However, we've built it here, so we don't really have to add it into the city. But we do have to move it ever so slightly. So, luckily, all I had to do was just shift the road and the tunnel over by 2 rows, and I just had to build up the surrounding area and alter the transition between the pre-existing road and the new road a little bit, just so that everything's a little bit more streamlined, and I actually think that this has worked out really, really nicely. At some point in the future, we are going to have to build onto the other end of our tunnel, but it's just wonderful that this is now an option. We can have as much water as we like, and we have a way to get in between the 2 sides of our world now. It's awesome. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make anything else by me, please check the description below for the mini city builds playlist. We have over 100 builds in there for you to enjoy. Alternatively, the sidebar, hopefully the next upcoming video, YouTube, or just check the channel. Consider becoming a channel member today and you will gain access to a cool avatar next to your name, some unique emojis, and access to my mini city design world containing every single build that has been added to Mini City to date. This is well over 100 builds, all chronologically ordered. Java edition only. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.